What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Live Game, the Any Given Sunday show. I am your co-host, Marcus. This is the average man's perspective on football. What you laughing for? Why you always gonna be laughing every time we come in, Brian?
No, baby, no attention. Just go ahead and do the thing.
Joining me on the panel tonight is Brian. Say what up, Brian.
Thank you. How you doing?
Herman, say what up, Herman.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
And Mark, say what up, Mark.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Hey man, you got to get those new check-ins approved before we allow you to use them on the air. I'm just saying. that was not
Good
approved.
evening. Good evening.
Before we get started, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check us out on Twitter. Brian, you know what you're supposed to do. Give them the Twitter handle.
At the Layup Game 3. Check us out. Follow us. We put events and stuff that's going on with the show, and you can actually live tweet the show when we're asked questions and be involved.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started for the night. Go ahead, Mark.
Why do you have on a jacket?
Who?
There's only one person with a jacket on.
I'm cold. I'm in the basement, man.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
You can still see the shirt.
Come on, man. Sun's out, guns out. Come on, Marcus.
No, it's cold in my basement. Okay.
Marcus, I couldn't even tell it. I couldn't even tell it was a jacket, to be honest with you.
I know Brian looking all hard.
I know. Good evening, y'all. We tonight we got a hopefully a pretty interesting show, good show for you tonight. Talk about a couple of things that happened in NFL this week. Seem to be a thing about running backs too. Joe Mixon just signed with the Cincinnati Bengals for was 4 years, $48 million. What you guys think about that?
I like the deal. Yeah, I liked it. I think it was a good deal for the Bengals. I mean, he's been extremely productive for them. He was very productive near the latter part of last year. He kind of showed that he could be that type number one type running back. Fantasy wise, he's going fairly in like the 8 to the 9. So I mean, that's a good sign as well. And with the other running back that they had that was a little more injury prone, not that Mixon isn't either. I think it was a good sign for them.
Marcus, what you think?
I think it's a good move. I'm glad he was able to, get past that rough start. The reputation he had, the incident he had, I guess, in that bar with that young lady. So obviously, he's shown some improvement and shown a little bit of character. So they signed him to a 4-year deal. Hope it works out for him. They got a brand new quarterback in there, so it might be, things might finally turn around with Cincinnati.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on it. I think it was a pretty good sign. Towards the end of the season, he really showed that he can handle the rock. He did well. And what they say about a rookie quarterback, the best friend is a running game. They needed Joe Mixon badly.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead, Herman. Yeah. What you think?
I agree. I was going to make that same point. Was stabilizing that running back position for the rookie quarterback. Mixon just has to stay healthy. I think he had a little, he got nicked up a little bit. But I think it's a good sign. They didn't break the bank. They gave him a quality deal, so they still got money to do other things.
Cool. And more NFL running back news. The Jacksonville Jaguars gave one running back they had the exit. They gave him the pink slip. Leonard Fournette. What you guys think about that? Go ahead, start off with us for us, Herman.
Man, I don't know what Jacksonville is doing, in all honesty. I know Fournette didn't have the best season last year, but I mean, he's been a productive downhill running back. Somebody's going to pick him up, I think, pretty quickly. I think he was cut more not for his performance, but because of just things between him and the organization. And again, I just think that right now nobody can figure out what the heck Jacksonville is doing, in all honesty. They're purging, Pro Bowl players. It's just they almost making moves as bad as Houston. And you didn't think anybody could be worse than Houston. Jacksonville's trying to hold my beer.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's definitely worse than Houston. The word out is they're taking for Trevor, but
yeah,
that's a hell of a lot of taking.
Trevor or Fields, either one, or Justin Fields, either one.
I mean, they don't have to make it so obvious. I'm pretty sure they can be pretty bad. With what
but Fournette, he was injury prone when he's been injured. It seems like he's been injured a lot.
A little bit early, yeah, but
he had a real strong season last year.
He did fairly well last year.
Yeah, this wasn't a performance cut. This wasn't about his performance.
I just want somebody to get him other than New England. I just don't want to see him in New England.
Rumors are Tampa might go after him.
You think about him in New England with Cam Newton. I think I might have to go back in there and redo my picks again if New England pick him up.
What do they
Marcus
do with what you call it, Sony Michel?
Well, Sony Michel's always hurt. So, and the Patriots, they just mix running backs in. They don't really care.
Yeah, they always do running back committee anyway.
Exactly. I mean,
you think Fournette would be happy in that type of situation, though?
I think he'd be happy. I think he'd be happy winning if they winning. Yes, I think he can do it. Remember they did the same thing when they went and got the Blunt kid. Remember he was a trouble kid.
LeGarrette Blunt.
Yeah. And what did he do? Yeah, LeGarrette Blunt, right? So and then
the Cincinnati guy, when they won their first Super Bowl,
Corey Dillard.
Corey Dillard.
Yep. So I think if anybody, New England is probably the one that he'd be eyeing him. I just don't want to see him in New England.
What I'm curious about is Doug Marrone. I mean, he was basically on the chopping block last year and just got saved by the skin of his teeth. So you would think that this is his season where he needs to do something to keep his job, but I don't see how he's going to when he keeps getting rid of all of his good players.
Pro Bowl players at that too. So these are cats who proven themselves, and they send them out.
But I mean, are they tanking for the next head coach? I mean, how does he feel about this? But apparently but he ain't, like you said, Mark. This ain't the first one. I mean, the corner from last year,
Jalen Ramsey.
Again, just the defensive end that just got traded to who?
The Vikings, Minnesota Vikings.
He wasn't going
to play for this head coach. I mean, I don't know. It seems like he's going to have a hard time keeping his job with the way that his team is compromised right now. So,
yeah. And then one more thing I was going to say about it too is, I mean, he has. I don't know if it's if they have a problem with him personally, but everybody who's left there has had negative things to say about the coach. And they were Pro Bowlers. All of them were Pro Bowlers, and to get rid of him and not get anything for him, that's really what I'm surprised about.
Well, so do you guys believe the rumors about him not getting they couldn't even get a 6th-round pick for him?
That's what he claimed. But if you know a team, I might give you a 6th-rounder, even if I know you're cutting a guy. Why would I take on his contract? Even though it's a rookie, it was still. I think he's still on his rookie deal, right?
Is he really?
Wow. Yeah, because he's only 4 years in. Yeah,
he's only 25.
Yeah, he's only 25. But this the thing. Before it was supposed to have been Tom Coughlin who was the problem in Jacksonville. It was Tom Coughlin and all his rules and everything. This and that. They got rid of him, and now it's Marrone. I don't know. I don't even understand what the owner is sitting back letting happen. Like, why are you sitting back letting this happen? I know you don't want your owner all up in everything, but if you're the GM and the owner, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like, you're just purging Pro Bowl players. Like, what are you doing? I don't understand. I wouldn't sit back and watch this happen.
Yeah, I would agree. The next NFL news that we hear about, Josh Gordon. He sold or he auctioned off his Super Bowl ring. What was it for? $138,000 is what he auctioned off for. I don't know about you all, but if I had a Super Bowl ring, you could. I mean, it'll be locked up and cherished for the rest of my life. What you guys think about that? Go ahead, Marcus.
I mean, he just might not value it as much as other people. Obviously, I mean, you would think that if you considered one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, you would do whatever it takes to stay in there. Put the drugs away and have a successful career. Obviously, he hasn't been able to do that. been able to do that. So, you know, in that year, he got a Super Bowl with the Patriots that year. How many games did he even play? Did he even play in the Super Bowl?
He didn't play a lot. He wasn't a big contributor to that Super Bowl victory.
Nah, he's probably suspended the first.
He was spending about half of the season.
Yeah, so you know he wasn't even a big contributor. So the fact that he sold the ring doesn't really surprise me. It probably doesn't mean anything to him. You know, it's not like it is to other players. So I'm not surprised at all.
Go ahead, Herman.
Yeah, sad to say, it's probably like he's probably hard up for money or something. It's got to be something like that.
Is he still in the league? I thought he was still with Seattle. Oh no,
he hasn't gotten reinstated.
Right? Yeah.
I think he's
has said that they would take him back if he gets reinstated.
Yeah, but he hasn't gotten reinstated. But I mean, this is usually when you see this type of deal, this is all about a ex-player that's hard up for money usually. So I mean, yeah, even in the article, I think it said this was like a crackhead move or something. It says something.
It sounds like it.
Something like that. So
it sounds like it.
It's just another sad chapter in his his career. So.
A lot of wasted talent is what it sounds like. Go ahead, Brian.
Not only that, wasted talent, but wasted money. I was looking online while we were having this conversation, and he's really only made about $5 million.
And how many years?
Since 2013, so 5 seasons.
Yeah.
And he hasn't made any type of money that a number one wide receiver should have. And like you said, Marcus, it's basically because he keeps, shooting himself in the foot with the drugs and the suspensions.
It's sad. It's sad. All right. Last topic we're gonna get into is about the Washington football team. The commissioner sat down with Daniel Snyder, and I guess Snyder wanted to do an investigation. He said, no, wait a minute. We're going to do our own investigating here. So now the NFL is going to look into the allegation of harassment from all these other the women from the NFL. What you think about that? Go ahead, Herman.
You said me? I told y'all, I said that the only way the ball starts to move on Daniel Snyder was once the NFL starts to feel like he is tarnishing the shield. And now that the NFL is sticking their nose in things, it's really going to start to get interesting. Because if they start finding some of this stuff credible and this stuff starts to come more to light, they're going to vote his butt right up on out of there. Because in today's society, with everything that's going on, the NFL cannot afford to have one more thing to be criticized about. They're already being criticized because they're not active enough when it comes to social justice and things like that, and kind of ignoring it. You start throwing in these sexual allegations and stuff like that, that stuff has to get dealt with. They're going to have to start dealing with stuff, or else the NFL is going to start losing some of this big money sponsorship stuff.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, so what ended up happening is Daniel Snyder had initially had a person that he signed, a young lady, I forgot her name, to do this investigation. And when these new allegations came up, that's when the NFL was like, because at first they were going to just give it to Dan. Dan was going to handle it, whatever. And then once this all started coming up, they was like, nah, she's going to start reporting to us. So we'll take care over from here. And I mean, it's getting pretty serious. I mean, Red Washington fans may actually get their wish, and Daniel Snyder may be gone.
Plus, they had to step in real quick, because you can't let somebody run an investigation into yourself, because now he's come up in the allegations.
True.
Yeah, at first he wasn't directly
Mm-hmm.
implicated in the investigation. Now he's
now he is. Yeah. Go ahead, Marcus. Finish it. Go ahead.
So I mean, you already know how I feel. I'm looking for any reason to get him out of DC anyway. So, I read an article the other day saying that, because one of the accusations is that they actually, and we talked about this last week, doing the cheerleaders calendar shoot, they actually secretly taped the cheerleaders in compromising positions, and then gave those videos out to other people. and that technically could be a crime. So if that's a crime, they would have, grounds to force him to sell the team. And for me, that would be great. I think it's time for his reign in DC to come to an end, and get some other new management, get some other new owners in there.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I think there's no organization that you can think of that had the head man in charge, and you have all this going around him, and he's not held somewhat accountable. The rain's gonna come down. It's gonna come down on him and come down on hard, especially now that his name has been called out in at least one of the alleged women's cases. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna look good for him at all. So, all right. So we got next week. We got NFL kicking off.
Hold on, Mark. There was something else announced in regards to the Washington football team.
What's that?
Later on this evening or this afternoon.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Dwayne Haskins has been named the starting quarterback for the Washington team. So, what y'all think about that?
It's the right move. We got to get him in there and make sure get the reps, make sure he is who we think he is. It's time to either swim or drown. So, why not? I mean, there's not much expected from the Washington football team this season anyway. I don't think anybody's expecting them to really do anything. They'll probably be, last place in the division. So, why not get him out there, get him those reps, and let's get, if he's going to be the quarterback that they draft him to be, put him in there to get those reps and to do it. So, we can find out if he is or isn't, and then move on from there.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. I think it's either swim or sink. You got to throw it in there. Somebody has a guess?
Oh, that is so funny because that guest came home right about the same time last night. Oh man.
I need to put one of those lights up recording.
Oh boy. But yeah, I agree with you guys on that. Give him a chance. Let's see what he can do. Because Ron Rivera, I think, he needs to know now what Haskins can do, because if not, it's time to start over next year with the new quarterback, one that he's married to. And I believe that's probably what his Rivera's thinking is. He's going to give him, he's going to give Haskins that chance. But if he doesn't work out, he knows what he has to do in the draft next year. And then you guys will just move forward from there.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, Herman kind of stole my thunder a little bit on the fact that, this is Rivera's first season, so Haskins wasn't his choice. But he has to see what he has there. I mean, they spent a number one pick on him. If he has to either sink or swim this year, unfortunately, they couldn't go to anybody else. He brought his own quarterback back over there, but he's going to be the backup. He's not going to be the starter. He'd only be starting as if Haskins struggles dramatically. So you got to see what the kid can do, see if it was worth the number one pick. If not, try to, get rid of him and start fresh next year.
My question is this: do you think he's going to have a short leash?
That's what I was wondering too.
I don't think so, because, like I said, not much is expected.
How many games would you say, given that they'll stick out the rest of the whole year?
I think he gets about 8. He would have to.
I'll say at least half.
He would have to really stink it up, though, probably to get pulled. But
I agree with you, Herman. I say at least half. At least half.
Yeah, I agree. He would have to really, really stink it up. They have nothing to lose. Just go ahead and. I mean, like I said, not much.
You keep saying it, but he was really stinking it up last year. So.
Yeah, he was a rookie. He was on a bad team. I mean, he's on a bad team this year too.
He showed a couple of flashes to me that he has potential to be. He just had to cut down on some of the little simple rookie mistakes. That's what a lot of it was, rookie mistakes.
Something else too, though, is that I think he gets about a half a season. If it's bad, I think Rivera's going to want to look at. I always forget the quarterback's name, the one he brought with him.
Kyle Allen.
Yeah, Kyle Allen. He's going to want to look at Allen again too, just to kind of see if that's a possibility. So he's going to have to basically go through those two quarterbacks this year and know what he has for next year.
Hey, you know, and I just had this thought too. Wouldn't this be something if he got hurt and Alex Smith came back?
Don't say it, man. I don't want to see that dude play football. I will. If
wouldn't that be something?
That would be bad.
Wouldn't it be something?
You're assuming he's going to get hurt. I don't think he's going to get hurt.
I feel like that dude's leg is made of glass now, man.
It'll be something. That'll be something.
It's made of steel and iron now. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't want to watch.
Stronger than it was before.
I really don't watch him play.
You'd like to see him play, Marcus?
I would. I mean, I wouldn't mind if Haskins tanks. I wouldn't mind.
Ooh. His leg just looks so bad. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, I'm scared to see him go out there. I think I would have to turn the TV because I'm scared.
And it seems like too, like I mean, that would be the only way. Like if Haskins got hurt, because I couldn't see you pulling Haskins for Smith. You know, because Smith is not your future. You're not doing anything with Smith. If anything, this is probably his last year, and he's probably just going to ride the pine and then retire. So there's no need in benching, you know, Haskins and diminishing him for Smith.
Can they afford to cut Smith?
No, he's still in the. They can't. He's still in contract with them.
Well, I know. I'm just saying it's just too big to cut him. Wow. He put y'all in a hard spot. He put that team in a hard spot.
He got injured. Look at his injury. I mean, he's in a hard
spot. I know.
I'm
just saying, I said coming back. He put y'all in a hard spot coming back.
Well, either way, it was still going to be on their cap. He's on their cap regardless. So.
Right. That's what I was going to say. They were kind of forced, whether he was going to play or not, they were kind of forced to still pay him either way.
If he plays, they actually get, some benefit for their money because they're going to lose that money regardless.
All right, y'all ready to get into
the picks? Sir.
Oh, yeah.
For the NFC.
Yes, sir.
NFC prediction picks for us. We won't start it off with the we can start it off with the NFC
North. The North.
North. Okay, the North.
South, East, West is how we're doing this.
Brian, who do you have for the North?
You read the rundown.
So for the North, I have nothing really new, nothing special. I am going to pick the Packers on this one. Not a 13-3 Packers, but a 10-5 Packers. I got the Vikings.
Not enough games.
It's not enough games. Yeah.
I'm sorry, 10-6. I'm sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Got the Vikings at 9-7, Lions at 7-9, and the Bears at 3-13.
God, really?
What is wrong with your face, Marcus?
The Bears are 3-13.
Yeah. Have you seen their quarterback?
Their defense is good though.
I mean, yeah, defense is good. They got Magic Nick Foles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. How good did Nick Foles do in Jacksonville last year?
I'm saying he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
He rode that bench like a hell of a quarterback.
What do you say? He did what he's supposed to do. Collect that check.
Basically.
Go ahead, Marcus. Who you got?
So I also have Green Bay winning the division, 10-6. Also Minnesota 9-7. They both go 4-2 in the division. One of those losses is to each other.
Wait a minute. Which are you this for last year or this for this year?
This is for this year. This is for this year. I just did it today. I made sure. Okay. I got Chicago coming in third in the division at 8-8, and Detroit coming in at 6-10, last in the division.
Okay.
And Detroit was doing fairly decent before Stafford got hurt, Marcus.
It's Detroit. Come on.
Yeah, it's Detroit.
It's Detroit.
Yeah.
So you're picking Nick Foles over Stafford?
I mean, neither one gonna make the playoffs, but yeah, basically. Okay. I mean, I'm picking Mitch Trubisky over Stafford. What?
Ooh, don't say that. I got a different division winner. I got Minnesota winning the division at 12-4.
Blasphemy.
12-4.
You know, Kirk ain't built like that.
I got Green Bay.
Somebody else ain't scared of Corona, huh? Go ahead.
That's it. I got Green Bay second in the division at 11-5. Mm-hmm. Chicago coming in at 7-9, and Detroit at 6-10.
Okay, so you got a tight 1-game win.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, it's close. It's going to be close at the top of the division.
Wow, I got it. I got it. Pretty much the same way you got it. Minnesota but I have it a little bit tighter. I got Minnesota winning division at 9-7. I got Green Bay coming in second at 7-9. I got Detroit pulling in at 7-9, and I got the Bears at 5-11. But I pretty much got them set up the same way.
So you got Green Bay
Green
going
Bay's gonna
13-3.
lose 6. Yeah, that's what I was about to
Just
say.
7-9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, no faith
I
in
mean,
Aaron
Green
Rodgers
Bay
at
was
all.
really paper. I mean, I don't know how the heck they won those 13 games. They weren't like no juggernaut at all.
Nah,
but
they played
the
some
only-
bad
the only-
teams.
the only thing is that with them drafting that quarterback, that it's not far. Why I keep wanting to say far?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers
uh,
is going to be hot and trying to prove something at least this year.
Okay.
You got that's a swing right there.
yeah, that's a big drop right there.
That's
Hey,
a big drop.
13-3 to 7-9. Good
We'll
Lord.
see. We'll see. All right, let's move it on. We're gonna do the South next.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start off with this one. Actually, there's really only 2 teams that I see that's gonna be on the top of this particular division, and I got one leapfrogging the other one. I got Tampa Bay at number 1. I got the
What's
Saints.
the record?
Yeah, the record.
12-4.
That's a
I got
huge
the Saints coming in at 11-5. I got the Carolina Panthers at 6-10, and I got the Falcons, who will probably get a number 1 draft choice to replace Matt with Matty Ice at 4-11.
Is he the problem?
4-11.
Is he the
4-11.
problem? Why
The
didn't you
head
replace
coach is
Matty
the
Ice?
problem. The head coach is the problem.
Yeah, the coach is the problem. Matty Ice is the problem.
4,000
Because
yards.
he's getting
I think,
old.
The last
He's
5
getting,
seasons.
fellas, he's getting old. He's getting old.
He's not
Yeah,
that damn
like-
old. He's not as
like
old
Big
as
Ben.
Brady and Drew Brees.
He's getting old.
He's not as old as Brady and Brees.
But that's what I got in that division.
Wow.
Go ahead, Herman. Tell me who you got.
So I got the more logical choice at the division win, and that would be the New Orleans Saints at 13-3. And I got Tampa Bay going 10-6, coming in second. I got Atlanta at 9-7, and I got Carolina at 6-10. I feel like Brady is about a 3-point swing, plus swing for Tampa. That's why I gave him the 10-6.
You mean a 3-game swing?
3-game swing, yeah. And I feel like Atlanta's going to improve some. Like, they're not going to make it over that hump, but that's why I gave them 9-7. And I was generous with Carolina going 6-10. I started to drop them down because I don't like rookie head coaches from college. So
That is true.
Okay. All right. Brian, tell me what you got.
Yeah, me and Herman are a little similar. I agree. I think the Saints are the cream of the crop in this division. I think they take it 12-4. I do have the Bucs doing well. I think that Brady will make a difference in that passing game. The Bucs were in a lot of games last year, but James Winston just kept throwing them away, and they would end up losing. So I got the Bucs at 10-6. I think the Falcons, like Herman said, I think the Falcons are going to improve. I don't think they're going to get over the hump either, but they're going to put a competitive game in, and I don't think that they're going to be, nobody's doormat in the division. I got them at 9-7. And I'm with Herman. I did go hard. I think that the Panthers only win 3 games, and that's even questionable there.
Okay. Go ahead, Marcus.
So of course I have the Saints at 12-4. Like Brian said, I think they're the cream of the crop of that division. I have Tampa Bay coming in at 9-7. I think they're going to make the playoffs. Like Herman said, I believe they're Brady's good for 3-game swing. But actually, I feel like this is a team I could probably be most wrong about. I mean, because if you look at they're actually loaded on offense. I mean,
Yeah.
they're actually loaded. And Arians. I mean, you look at everything Winston did last year, and Tom Brady can top that without all them interceptions. So I wouldn't be surprised if that switched. I'd be willing to switch my New Orleans and my Tampa Bay, but that's what I'm going for right now. I got Atlanta at 7-9.
You welcome to jump on the bandwagon. Come on, you can jump on. Go ahead.
I got 11 at 7-9, and also like Brian, I got Carolina with 3-13. I really feel sorry for Teddy Bridgewater. I really want to see him do well, but this ain't gonna be it.
This ain't gonna be the year. The only thing about our 3 picks, no NFC South winner has repeated. So Mark could very well get this one right because if New Orleans isn't repeating, it's got to be Tampa because of the talent on offense.
Thank you.
They got a good defense, but the only thing is the chemistry is not there.
You don't think so?
No, it's definitely not. Because
look, not with Brady cheating and getting there early and doing all that stuff.
Well, go ahead, Brian, but no, the chemistry is not there.
Yeah, the only concerns I have too with those two teams actually are the quarterbacks, and because of the age, like we've seen Drew Brees the last couple years not make it through the season, and the season before that, you've seen his arm kind of fall off in the playoffs. So that does kind of concern me. Last year he had Bridgewater for the games he missed, which gave him extra energy at the end of the season to do well. And Brady's been throwing it a lot, and like you said, if Arians the way he does it, I've never seen Brady throw the ball that many times. So if they're wide open all the time, how strong is Brady's arm going to last?
And you know what, fellas? You know what we forgot to talk about? One main thing in the division, the Saints are talking about trading Alvin Kamara.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
But you're right. We got to talk about that. But
yeah,
right now they're really strong.
Think about this. You think about this. How much safety blanket was Alvin Kamara for Breeze? If Breeze don't have Kamara, I definitely don't see him going back there.
It's not going to happen though because they said that today they were they've
negotiations.
Yeah,
and
so supposed to be practicing today. They were so close.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's talk about that real quick too, because I think Marcus, we were talking about this. I can't remember if we talked about it during the show or offline. But with the new collective bargaining agreement, players can't hold out from training camp.
Right.
So now what they're doing is they're showing up to training camp and they're not practicing. Because if you guys have been watching Hard Knocks, the defensive end for the Chargers,
Melvin English,
Melvin Ingram, he has been at practice the whole time, coaching up players, doing everything, but he is not taking one rep. He is just there.
He's looking for a contract.
Yeah, and they did. They wound up. I think they extended him or they renegotiated it or something. And so I think he's getting ready to start practicing. But yeah, he wanted some money because
I think Kamara was legit because they said he got an epidural shot today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He have no kids. I don't know what the epidural is supposed to be for.
It's just a pain blocker.
Yeah, but I mean that's a serious pain blocker.
It numbs you.
Hey, what kind of pain you willing to go through to get your money?
Yeah, true that. I'm just curious what injury he's trying to stop what the pain from.
I thought he was supposed to have some type of strain or something, calf strain or something. I thought, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the new thing that players are trying to do.
Are you reading the story, Marcus? What are you doing?
I'm producing. You do what you do. I'm producing.
Are you like staring out into space?
What you do? You seen him ring? You seen him move his lips?
Just staring.
Yeah, don't worry what I'm doing. You do you. Okay.
Yes,
I handle what's over here.
I forgot who you are.
Thank you.
So we will see. The South is going to be interesting. You got two of the best quarterbacks in the league and two of the older quarterbacks in the league. Going at it. First game of the season too. So.
Yep.
Yeah, we shall see. All right, so we're gonna jump over to the NFC West. The West.
What?
Go ahead, Mark.
East is next.
We're going to the
He was trying to do East last.
Thank you, Herman.
All right, so we're doing West. So he said, okay.
We can do the East. You want to do the East, Brian?
Yes. East is next in my list. West is at the bottom.
Oh my God. Okay, let's do the East.
He just wanted to do the East because he wanted to say the Cowboys.
Since we're doing the East, Marcus, go first.
So I have the Eagles and the Cowboys at 1-2 in the division, both going 10-6. Splitting.
Who's the number one?
Eagles. But both of them split their division games.
Somebody mute that dude.
You can't. Only I can mute me. Thank you very much.
While you're giving your picks, I just want you to know it just came up on the TV. Guess who didn't practice today? Carson Wentz. Yeah.
And none of the wide receivers either. But go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So both of them 10-6. Number one is the Eagles. Number two is the Cowboys. The Giants coming at 4-12, which is just a waste of what's the running back's name?
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley's talent. Saquon Barkley's talent. This is going to shock y'all. I wasn't pleased with it either, but it is what it is. I got the Washington football team going 1-15.
What? Who's the one win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me check. What was the one win?
If I was going to pick one win, that would be the one I would pick.
What was my? No, it was the Giants.
Oh, it was the Giants. 1-15, huh?
I mean, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing there.
You feel like Rivera gives you a -2 game?
Defense.
Yeah, you got the best defensive player in the draft.
I mean, this is rookie year. I mean, he'll be great. The team won't. He'll be great.
Y'all
The
got
team
a
won't.
serious front four. Y'all got a serious front four.
I mean, who's the running back? We got old Adrian Peterson in there.
No,
we got one wide receiver, Terry, whatever his name is, from Ohio State.
Scary.
There's nothing there.
I think Adrian Peterson. Didn't they say Peterson's not going to start? Not going to be a starter?
I mean, there's nothing there. Geis is gone. I mean, there's nothing there. It's
Never really there, was he?
Right.
True, but
Yeah, right.
it's going to be a rebuilding year. It's 1-15.
Wow.
We'll have the first pick in the next year's draft.
Hold up. You think this team is worse than last year's team?
Yes.
I mean, it's only
Last year's team wasn't great.
It's only a 2-game swing, negative into the negative. But I feel like Rivera gives you at least a 2-game.
I mean, at the most, okay, we might split the Eagles and you guys. That's it. I mean,
no, y'all not splitting us.
Let me look at the
Eagles
let me look at the schedule. Okay, so we might beat Arizona.
Start the first game of the season.
Okay, so we might be able to beat Arizona. I doubt it. Cleveland maybe is a win. Baltimore, no. The Rams, no. I already said the Giants. We split with the Giants, but we got one. Dallas, no. Detroit,
yes,
maybe.
Y'all beat them last year.
Yeah, Cincinnati, maybe.
Yes, that's a win.
I don't know about that.
Cincinnati, that's definitely a win.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Cincinnati,
Dallas again. Pittsburgh, no. San Francisco, no. Seattle, no. Carolina, maybe.
Yeah, you can beat Carolina.
Yeah.
So maybe 3-13.
Rivera's gonna be hyped for that one. Going back to whatever, playing his old squad.
Heck yeah.
That's probably 42-3.
I don't know. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm a little ridiculous.
We know Marcus. Believe it or not, I got pretty much the same scenario you had with the Eagles coming out of the top division, Cowboys finishing 8-8.
Eagles are 8.
What the hell the Cowboys got there?
8-8. The Giants
is madness.
coming in third at 6-10, and the Redskins at 3-13.
Hey man, let's go back and do an AFC North because I gotta change my Steelers pick.
Hey, but I got it close though, fellas. It's gonna be close.
I mean, the Cowboys have done 8-8. What, 3 seasons in a row?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It has been 3 seasons.
I mean,
can we do the real NFC East picks now?
No.
I gave y'all 10-6.
Go ahead, Mark.
I appreciate yours, Marcus.
Go ahead, Herman.
I don't know what the heck, Marcus.
I mean, you don't think McCarthy is good for 2 more games?
Actually, I think McCarthy is good for 3 more games. So I got the Cowboys winning the division at 11-5.
Okay.
I got the Eagles going 8-8. Carson Wentz is probably going to be hurt again, like he always is. I got the Washington football team actually going 5-11. I think that Rivera is at least a 2-game on the plus side for y'all. And then I got the Giants going 2-14 because I feel like Jason Garrett is a 2-game negative for the Giants. So that's how I see it playing out.
But they got Saquon, and this is what's the quarterback?
I don't care.
Second year. This is Daniel Jones, second year.
Daniel Jones, second year.
Jason Garrett's offense. everybody in the division is going to know the offense first.
They still question mark on defense too, Marcus.
Yeah, they're big question mark on defense too. So I just Plus you're dealing with a rookie head coach.
They did. What's that safety they just signed?
Who? Which team? Who?
Giants.
The Giants.
I do not know.
I can't remember his name. He's like a hybrid. He's like a safety or a corner.
Did they sign him or you draft pick?
They just signed him. He was out there in free agency.
I do not know.
I do not know who that is.
You know, you could be looking up while you're asking us what it
Way
is.
to go, Brian.
You could too.
Way to go.
Anyway, well, Giant, Brian, what's your picks on this particular division? Go ahead.
So the guy in the top corner over there, he's pretty smart. He's a pretty smart guy because we are in line with the Cowboys winning.
Still pointing to the wrong corner. You still pointing to the wrong corner.
Well,
I knew what corner he meant.
But look, I did this thing at first, right? I had the Cowboys at like 12-3. I said, come on, B. Let's bring this back down.
We say realistically?
Yeah, Cowboys 11-5. That offense is going to be extremely potent. The defense will be doing enough. And with Mike McCarthy, like Herman said, the Cowboys are going to be the cream of the crop.
Hold on, before you go, okay, let's go. Since y'all 11-5, let's go game by game. Chargers. Rams.
Rams lost. I had a loss.
You think
the Rams is a win.
Atlanta.
That's a win.
Seattle.
Win.
That's a loss.
That's a loss. Cleveland.
Where's that game at? Where's the game at?
That's in Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
Yeah, that's definitely a win.
You got your mind. Cleveland.
That's a win.
Okay, Giants. That's a win.
That's a win.
Arizona.
That's a win.
Philadelphia at Philly.
That's a win at Philly.
I got y'all splitting with them.
Nope.
Pittsburgh.
That's a win.
Absolute win.
Minnesota.
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Baltimore.
That's a
loss.
That's gonna be a good game. Are we going to that game? That's a good game. That's in Baltimore.
Ain't nobody going to that game.
That's right.
None of us are going to the game.
The Bengals.
That's a win.
For San Fran, that's a loss.
San Fran's a loss.
Philly again.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Giants.
Win.
Green Bay at Green Bay. Last game of the season.
That's gonna be a win.
That's a loss.
Wait, last game of the season? We don't play Green Bay the last game.
You know, my fault. You know, my bad. Giants the last game of the season.
Yeah.
They got the wild card game. What I'm looking at.
So
that's who I got y'all playing in the wild card.
Who? Green Bay?
Yes.
I think that. Let me see.
Oh, home or away?
In Green Bay.
Oh God, I hate you.
Because Green Bay is a champion. Y'all number 2. I got y'all as number 6, and Green Bay is number 3. So
we can't be the because we're not winning the division.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
You're
right.
wrong. You're wrong.
So after the Cowboys 11-5, I got the Eagles, like Herman said, going 7-9. I don't think Carson Wentz is going to make it through the season, and once that is over, they are done.
I have an 8.
I thought Washington is good for 3 wins. I got them 3-13, and I got the Giants actually at 2-14. So I think Washington is a little bit better than the Giants.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Hey, I think the safety you're talking about is Logan Ryan.
They signed him?
That's it, Logan Ryan. Yeah.
When did they sign him?
Nah, not too long ago.
That had to have been like this.
Yeah, even yesterday or today.
Okay. But yeah, they were just talking about him being out there. Wow.
Hey, whatever happened to Des Bryant in Baltimore? They ever say anything about that?
They didn't sign him.
Nah, they didn't sign him. They brought him in.
Hey, Herman, you know the big buzz about Earl Thomas in Dallas is getting bigger. They said that Clinton Dix ain't looking that good in practice.
But you know what? They just need to do it or don't. Quit the talking. The season starts next week.
Thursday, right?
Thursday night, but Sunday for everybody else. But I mean, come on, if you're signing them and you expect him to start the first game of the season, what are you doing?
Yep.
You know, it's like quit the games, quit the flirtation. Either sign him or move on and say you're not. and let's just roll.
True. All right, we keep rolling, keep moving. The last division we have is the NFC West. Brian, you can lead on this one. Go ahead.
Okay, so my division winner and my NFC number
We're
one.
not doing it yet. We're not doing it yet.
Shut up.
Oh, number 1 seed. Okay, my bad.
Is the 49ers at 13-3. I got the Rams actually making a bounce back season at 12-4. The Seahawks also at 12-4, and I got the Cardinals at 8-8.
Okay. Go ahead, Herman. Who you got?
So I got San Francisco coming in at 12-4, winning the division. But I got Seattle right there at 12-4 also. I got the Rams at 8-8, and I got Arizona coming in last at 7-9.
I have the San Francisco 49ers winning division at 13-3. I got the Seattle Seahawks coming in at 9-7. I also have, I don't know how in the world it's coming out. I've got the Arizona Cardinals coming in at 9-7. And then, of course, the Rams coming in at 7-9.
Wait, where did you have Seahawks? You confused? I thought
Seahawks 9-7.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Marcus.
So like everybody else, I got San Fran winning the division, just like Brian. I got them winning the conference number 1 seed. I got Seattle 11-5. Both of them are going to split the division between everybody. 3-3, both on the 3 during the division. I actually got Arizona at 8-8. I think it's going to be a big improvement this season. I think Rookie of the Year is going to do a whole lot. And then I actually got the Rams not making the bounce back, 7-9 this year.
Wow.
So nobody believes in Mel McVay no more, huh?
Say what?
None of y'all believe in McVay anymore, huh?
I mean,
that shit may have sailed.
Yeah, it's just the team as a whole. I don't see him leapfrogging Seattle, and they're definitely not. Huh?
They got 2 of the best defensive players on their team right now.
Yeah, but you need more than that.
True.
You just need more than that. I can't see the Rams, in my opinion. They're definitely not going to leapfrog San Francisco, and I still feel like Seattle is better than them.
Yeah, definitely.
So I only got them. I got them going 8-8. I don't. I'm not. They were 9-7 last year. I see that 1 game swing. I don't see them dropping off too much. They're going to be competitive, but I just see them going 8-8.
Plus, they lost a game for those stupid new uniforms for me.
What about the new stadium? Don't they bring that game back?
Not really.
No, because they share it. They share it, so no.
And there's no fans.
Yeah, there's no fans.
That's true.
So both them, basically, them, the Chargers and the Raiders, new stadiums, no fans.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, and it's something.
At least at the beginning.
Yeah,
at least at the beginning, that is crazy.
All right. So then, number one seed, I got the 49ers. Number 2, I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 3, I got the Minnesota Vikings. Number 4, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 5, I got the Saints. Number 6, I got the Seattle Seahawks. And then coming at the 7th is the Arizona Cardinals.
All right,
I didn't hear you say Dallas.
Don't have them making the playoffs, sir.
So for me, I got 49ers number 1. I have who's number 2? New Orleans number 2, Green Bay number 3, Philadelphia number 4, Seattle number 5, Dallas number 6, and Tampa Bay number 7.
Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, I got the Niners number 1. I got the Saints at number 2. I have the Cowboys at number 3. I have the Packers at number 4. I actually have the Rams at number 5, the Seahawks at number 6, and I got the Bucks taking the last spot at number 7. Vikings fans, I'm sorry, but y'all don't make the playoffs this year.
Wow, we got some off the scale picks. That's a lot of us. We're not close.
Go ahead, Herb.
I got New Orleans as the number 1 seed at 13-3. I got the Vikings as the number 2 seed at 12-4. Followed by San Francisco as the 3 seed at 12-4. Dallas is the 4 seed at 11-5. And then Seattle is the 5th seed, the wild card at 12-4. Green Bay is the 6th seed at 11-5. And Tampa Bay is the 7th seed at 10-6.
I think we all agree on Tampa Bay as 7th seed.
Nah, Mark had,
Except for me, I had him
Mark,
two.
he had him as the number 2 seed.
Number 2 team. Number 2 seed.
Yeah, you definitely focus on drugs and with it.
Hey, I mean,
you got the Cowboys.
Hey,
In this
hey.
list.
Hey, listen to this, y'all. This is I love the when we do the future shows, go back and do a recap show of this. This is going to be we have NFL first time starting with no preseasons. Dude, none of these picks might even be close to nothing that we got.
There's going to be a lot of injuries this year. A lot of injuries.
This is an unprecedented. This season is so crazy. The bottom team that we think is going to be in the bottom, they might be the one up top.
But you know what, though?
It's how healthy they stay. The healthiest team is
COVID.
Healthy,
COVID and the injuries.
You know who has
teams that
the
stay
advantage?
consistent.
You know who has the advantage, though? It's the teams like New Orleans, where that quarterback and coach combination has been there for
veteran
years.
teams. The veteran teams.
Even Minnesota and San Francisco. San Francisco. That's why those teams are up there. You're 100% right about this being unprecedented. No preseason, but at the same time too, it could mean that these guys are healthier right now.
Hey, and I tell you, a lot of people are frowning up, but here's another one that's got a quarterback that's been there. We're gonna see. You're gonna see something out of this one too.
Yeah, but like I was saying, the Saints have a quarterback combination and coach combination. Not when one's on the bench.
Hey, Marcus,
it don't work that well.
Marcus, is that delayed game approved? I mean, I thought we were supposed to be wearing delayed game apparel. I'm just saying.
I am wearing it. What are you talking about?
Not you.
I'm not talking about you.
That hat.
It is. It's always delayed game approval.
Well, you allowed to support your team.
It's black, ain't it?
Herman got them colors behind him, so
Right, exactly. So are we picking the Super Bowl picks this time, or
we might as well. Next season we start for real. Right? I mean, next week.
We can do it at the beginning of next week. We got next week, and then we got the weekly picks.
Do we want to do wild card and division or no?
I mean,
not really. We picked who's in the playoffs.
Let's just pick who we think is going to be in the NFC Championship.
Okay.
Super Bowl, because our matchups are so off. You know what I mean? We can't. It's not going to work out quite right. So.
All right. Well, tell me who you got in yours.
I'm about to turn your camera off, Herman.
Oh, okay. So in the NFC Championship, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys and the Vikings.
Oh my God, you're such a homie.
Cowboys and the Vikings. Wow. I'm gonna go in the NFC. I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the 49ers.
Well, I didn't know you were such a Brady homer.
I'm not but that team.
They are loaded on offense. They're loaded.
Dude, I think Brady's gonna have more success.
And Arians like to air the ball out. He playing into their strength. I'm gonna turn your camera.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, if you look up at the top, I got one of that team in there. I got the Cowboys going to it ain't Candlestick anymore, but they're going to be playing the 49ers.
Kind of cold.
Go ahead, Marcus.
I got in the NFC Championship game, I got Seattle and New Orleans.
Seattle and New Orleans, okay. All right. What about the AFC? Are we gonna give a picks for the AFC?
We didn't do that last week.
No,
I don't think we did. No.
For the AFC, I got.
Stop. I think our AFC ones are all going to be exactly the same. Go ahead.
Probably will be.
Probably will be. Go ahead.
Kansas City and
Mark.
Baltimore. Kansas City and Baltimore.
Kansas City, Baltimore. Yep.
Yeah, Kansas City, Baltimore.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And that's something we can agree on that one, huh?
Yeah, we can agree on that all day.
Hey, like Herman was saying, Marcus, they got that continuity. Those two
Yeah.
squads with the coach. Not Pittsburgh, but Baltimore and Kansas City.
They got that thing, that connection.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But any final words you guys want to say before we roll up out of here?
No, this year has been just a weird year. Like I said, no preseason. And it's really. I mean, college football starts Saturday, but I usually watch, but it's not something I even noticed. I finally looked up the schedule today, and nobody worth playing is playing.
Aren't they gonna have? They're gonna have fans in their stadiums too. They're gonna have fans in their stadiums.
I watched that game last Saturday. I ain't know who them teams were. One of the best college football games, man. That game was good.
I mean, first of all, the schedule. I look at the schedule. Usually, the first week it'd be so long. It's probably about this big, and I look at the teams. It wasn't nobody worth mentioning. I was like, man, nobody. It's so.
Basically, the college team they're just gonna play for bowl games. I guess they're not really playing for a championship this year.
I don't
pretty much.
Pretty
much.
I mean, because I don't know, because like the Big Ten, I think they didn't postpone. I think they totally canceled. I'm not 100% sure, but
they flip flop. They go back and forth. They don't know what they want.
Yeah, because they've been talking about starting back up in November, but they really don't know.
I don't know what the SEC's decision was, but I didn't see that one SEC team on the schedule for this week. So
here's another thing, but that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, you talk about them being safe, but then you can give them more games when you start back up in the spring. Isn't that putting them more wear and tear on the kids' bodies?
Oh, they ain't worried about that part of the safety.
I know they're not. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
About that.
Let me I'm looking at the schedule real quick for this week on my internet. I want to act right. Okay, so for Saturday, we only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Usually it's like about at least 20 or something. We got Eastern Kentucky at Marshall, Middle Tennessee at Army, SMU at Texas State, Houston Baptist at North Texas, Arkansas State at Memphis, and Stephen Austin at UTEP. Nobody in there.
Hey, if you want to watch some football, you'll watch it.
That is
true. Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably watch that SMU game. SMU were pretty good last year, but it's just weird, this being the first week of football and there's no real football.
No
real games.
The Rock, he got the XFL now. I'm curious if he's actually they're gonna start off in the spring or whenever they're supposed to, like normal, or
they'll probably go back to not whatever they can do to not try to compete with the NFL. I would assume the Rock. I think they had a good business plan in place until what happened. So if it was working, which it seemed like it was doing pretty good, I assume that they would stick with that.
It seems like a lot of people were watching. I know I was watching.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They had a good amount of fans in the stadium, and so
they had some pretty. They didn't have that many games, but they had some pretty good ones.
So next show we're gonna do our predictions of the week 1 football. Who kicks off Thursday? The Kansas City and Houston, isn't it?
Houston, yeah.
Kansas City and
Houston.
Yeah, so next week making picks.
Yeah, so next week we're making our first week picks. And hey, if you're part of the Facebook group, join us in picking all the games on Yahoo Fantasy. I think I can say that. The link is out there for you to join. Let's see if you can pick better than the Delay a Game crew, and have a little bit of fun. But just know we serious with our picks. So
also next week will be our outrageous prediction of the season, which I think Mark already did, but the three of us still had to give out.
Mark already covered that. So
I don't know, Marcus. Did he have an outrageous prediction with Cincinnati or something?
I changed that. Yeah. I got Cincinnati going 4-12 now.
He changed that energy real quick.
Didn't he?
Matter of fact, I got them going 0-6 in the division. They're getting swept in the division. So.
Wow.
All right, Marcus, take us out of here.
Just
All right.
real quick before you take us out of here, just a shout out to our fellow people on Facebook, the Post on Sports group. They had a 1-year anniversary yesterday, a 1-year anniversary show yesterday, and 2 of our compadres were on the show and did a dynamite job. So, round of applause to them and a round
Thank
of
you.
applause.
Oh, one other thing
Thank
we
you.
forgot to mention too.
Yeah,
Our
the
resident
fifth Beatle.
Beatle. Happy birthday,
Oh, hey,
bro.
happy
birthday.
Happy birthday! And I'm the youngest now again.
Whatever. For like 2 weeks.
Right.
For like 2 weeks.
Easy
For like
old
2
man.
weeks.
Don't
Whatever.
make me put you home.
Whatever. Hey, we're the same age at the beginning of the year and the end of the year, so we're the same age. Okay.
No, sir.
That's all.
No,
That's
sir.
all that counts. That's all that counts.
True.
So before we get out of here, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming out and joining us. Brian, give them the Twitter handle.
It's at delay of game 3.
At delay of game 3. We'll see you next week, same bat time, same. Oh, hold on. You know what?
That's right.
Stall for a little bit. I forgot to set the outro up. Talk about something.
Wow. Hey,
We'll
so,
talk about our producer. If you are our producer in the industry, you'd like to help us.
look,
Quick check out.
maybe if the producer wasn't reading during the show,
You know?
he would have had the outro ready.
All right, I'm ready now. Yeah, sorry. So see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace. We out.
Peace.